Hey everybody, it's Courtney Firefox Studios, and today we are doing our Tuesday Tales from the Truck. And I want to get started with giving a plea out there for Charlene's Crochet Corner. Charlene Crochet Corner is what the channel's called. But Charlene is a friend of mine, and she is trying to get her hands on 3 of the Luxe Lollies that Hobby Lobby had last year. So they were the flat kind of round cakes, but they were kind of like thin round ones. If anyone has 3 of those that they're willing to part with for money, if you could get in contact with me, I'll put my email address down below in the descriptions. Willing to pay for them, willing to pay the shipping, but she's trying to get some for a project. She's not even particular on the color, just as long as there are 3 of the same color. That's, you know, she wants to make a project with them. So if you have them, please email me if you are willing to part with them. Totally understand if you don't want to. I get it. I just personally don't have any of those. So I've sent out a couple of requests to other people, like individually, that I know hit up those Hobby Lobby sales. But so far I've not been able to track any down for her. So that's what I'm asking on today's Tales from the Truck. So we're going to get started. I wanted to show a few things I've been working on, one of which is something I am doing a test. I'm a tester. I've never done that before. I don't know the correct terminology, but I am being a tester for Antoinette over at 2OG's Hookin and Stitchin Island Style. She is doing a tutorial. It's her first pattern that she's ever written, and she is going to do a tutorial for it. She sent us all the patterns to, you know, work off of and test it out for her, and I'm really enjoying this piece that I'm making for her. And I kind of wanted to bring it up because, well, I don't normally read patterns. I am not that good at reading patterns, and I warned her of that, like, right out the gate when she asked me. I was like, okay, you know, I totally will do this for you because I'd love to do this, but I'm letting you know now, I'm not great at reading patterns. Well, this pattern is very well written, and it is very simple. So even me, who cannot follow a pattern to save my life, you know, I'm a diagram person, a chart person. Those visual things make sense to me. More sense, anyway, I should say, than a bunch of scrambled up words. That's how it looks to me on a lot of patterns. I'm like, ugh. You know, like, I might be okay for a minute, but then I, like, totally get lost. Well, she's done a great job, and I started working on mine last night. I just had a little bit of time because I filmed over the weekend and everything. I had a lot going on. I was trying to finish a project, so I just got started, and we're in a group. All the testers are sending pictures and all, so I started last night, and I am so happy with my progress for just working on it for a little bit of time last night. So it is a scarf. It's called Proud as a Peacock, I believe. I'll double check that if I said that wrong, Antoinette. I'm so sorry. But I'm pretty sure that is what it is. But I am doing it. I've done quite a few rows for just working, you know, maybe an hour tops on it. And that was having to untangle yarn too. So I'm doing it in bulky yarn, which I know you guys never see me work in. It's rare. I've done like 1 sweater in bulky. But love this color, and this is Wales. Well, it's Loops and Threads. Let's say it correctly. This is Loops and Threads. Wales Big, I believe, is that how you say that? This yarn is so gorgeous. It, as you can see, it does its own like color changes and all. And at first, it was all grouping up over here and like fading over to the darker, and I was really loving that. But now it's kind of splattering some as I'm getting into the ball. Some through here. I still love it though. I think it is really pretty. I forgot my ball band, so I can't tell you specs on the yarn or the color. And I know the color is the main thing everybody's interested in, but I will see if my husband can locate that ball band. I know exactly where it is, but you know how husbands are. So I will see if he can locate it and pop the color. I'll pop the color in on my next break when I edit the video. But it's super soft, and I really love this pattern. It's going to be a gorgeous scarf. It's got a border on it and all that I obviously haven't gotten to. So I've got 2 balls of the Wales Big, and I know I'm going to have plenty because it's working up so big you know, Wells big. I guess that's why they call it that. So it's working out really, really nicely. But loving this. So I've been working on that. Now I'm going to show you a couple other things. All right. So the next thing is that cardigan that I've been working on. I started doing filming on it last week. So you can see I'm all the way down here. The body and all that is done. And I started working on a border, and I spent all of my time this weekend working on, you know, one thing or another for YouTube. So I stayed up until 1:30ish on Saturday night trying to finish doing the border. So I had filmed it, and I was trying to finish the border on all the way around on the cardigan so that I could take pictures of it, put some pictures in with the second video, create my thumbnails, and release it this week after I finish doing all the, you know, info stuff that I do. All the blah, 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 blah. So, shouldn't have stayed up so late. I was really tired. The border's gorgeous, but this is the border. So, that's the border that I did around it. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty good. You're focusing. But let me hold it up. I think I might have accidentally increased a little bit on that border. It's very bell-shaped, okay? Like when I hold it out, it is a little weird looking. I, of course, did my knotting to bind it off and everything. So, gonna have to sort that out. The other thing I did was I did my join on the other side. I did one like I'm supposed to. So that's where it joins together. That's how it joins. The sleeve is where you do joining. And so the seam of it is correct on this side. Well, over here on this side, my seam is on the outside. Seam is on the outside. I don't think it's super noticeable, so I'm not going to worry about that. But yeah, that's what I get for being way too tired when I was working on it. Started doing the bottom edge border. I went to that next because I was like, I just cannot do this right now. Worked on that more on Sunday. Did as much as I could, but I'm going to love it when it's all done and I fix that sleeve and everything. So I'm working on it. And that's the thing, is when you're doing like garments and stuff, you like sometimes the design just isn't working out and I have to do it a second time. But I know a lot of people don't understand this. I have to crochet it just like you have to crochet it to make it. So in order to get videos out, I have to finish it or I have nothing to take a picture of to say this is what you're making. And I know everybody likes the pictures in the front of the video. I know that, you know, and in my very beginning, I didn't know how to do that, how to insert pictures in when I first started. But now I do know how, and that's why I put pictures in the beginning of the video, so you can, you know, slowly look at things or pause and take a closer look, you know, if you want. So, you know, I gotta get this done so I can do a picture of it. But it's gonna be a little cute cardigan. You know, I don't know how much you can tell from me holding it up in the truck, but it's short sleeve, it's cute, I like it, super summery, very light. I love this yarn I use. So I use the Loops and Threads wool like yarn. This stuff, I totally abused the other thing that I made with it, and you can wash it. I didn't even use a garment bag, threw it right in with all my regular clothes, and it's not pilling or doing any of that craziness. Super nice stuff. And then the last thing I want to show you guys before my lunch gets delivered to my car door. That's what I'm doing today. Well, right now, I'm at work today. But I'm going to show you guys the mosaic that I released yesterday for Mosaic Monday. This is my swatch that I worked up. I know you guys love all those tails. Just fabulous. But hopefully you like this kind of stuff. I know it's not for everybody, but I really love it. This is the favorite type of stuff that I do. My husband's favorite is, you know, what I'm trying to say. It's also, as far as like for me, bags, blankets, that sort of thing, it's my favorite thing as well. So we have a vintage camper, and he has come up with this brilliant idea in his mind that I'm going to make mosaics for the cushions and stuff like that as covers. So I'm going to do like mosaic cushion covers. He wants mosaic curtains in there because he really likes this. And I know that if I do a mix of solid with the mosaic, it won't look like a catastrophe in there. So I am excited to start that project, but it's a little bit off because we are in process of restoring it, or really he is. I don't get into that stuff too much unless he needs help, but it's having to be rebuilt in parts and stuff like that, and it's got a lot of work still to go. But once we get the inside of it done and it's ready for cushions and that sort of thing, decorating, that's where my handiwork will come in. So as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please leave me a comment down below letting me know what you've been working on. I do really enjoy reading those comments. And if you've got any suggestions at all for my channel, you can always leave that down in the comments below as well. Like I said, I know this isn't for everyone. I've got a couple of people asking for me to do like border tutorials, just straight up borders for blankets or tops and things like that, but showing how you can use it on a blanket. So that's something that, you know, I'm going to work on in the future. And I'd like to know what else you guys would like to see, because, you know, obviously if you're not interested in watching, these have been by far the most popular thing on my channel. That's why I started dedicating an entire day, you know, Mosaic Monday. That's why I started doing that, because these are the most popular things. So take care until next time. Bye. Oh, boxes in the back are being recycled. That's why they're all back there. I forgot to move them out of the way. So if you're wondering what in the world's going on in that back seat, it's several boxes that I'm going to take into work. We're going to recycle them. So I'm going to grab them on the way back in now. Till next time. Bye.